What's up, YouTube? Dax the Leader here with my CPL Miners Season 1 Draft Analysis. Uh, I hope you guys enjoyed my little trailer there. That was just a fun project I decided to do. And that said, the mons I'm about to go over are 100% mons I picked up during the actual draft and not transactions I made later on. Alright, so without further ado, let's start with my first pick. I went into the draft with a pretty basic plan. I wanted my Mega and my high tier mons to be an offensive Psychic Dark Fighting core. There are tons of Megas that I really want to try, such as Lopunny, Alakazam, Gardevoir, Medicham, and the one I ended up going with is actually Gallade. Mega Gallade has been getting a lot more popular in Draft League as of late, and for good reason. It's fast, has great coverage, and with base 165 attack, it breaks pretty well, even unboosted. With access to both Bulk Up and Swords Dance, Mega Gallade is an offensive threat you have to prepare for. Garchomp is arguably the best dragon in format, and after the struggles I've had using Zygarde, this may just be the season I'm converted. Great speed tier, good coverage, solid bulk, utility in Stealth Rock and Swords Dance to boost its already impressive attack stat. Garchomp is a versatile offensive threat that becomes all the more fearsome when equipped with a Z-Crystal. Weavile returns to the Montreal Canadienses this season, a fast pursuit trapper and a solid revenge killer. Weavile makes my opponents think twice about bringing their bulky Psychics and Ghosts to deal with my Gallade, as well as threatening Dragon types that try to revenge kill Garchomp. Together, these three physical attackers are able to overwhelm most teams. Skarmory is a great defensive mon on an offensive build like this, with access to both Spikes and Stealth Rock, among other utility moves such as Taunt, Whirlwind, and Counter and Defog. Actually, I didn't write that down on my script. Skarmory provides utility to the team as well as being an incredible physical wall with reliable recovery. Skarmory also has an excellent defensive typing, having only two weaknesses, both of which are already covered by Garchomp. Araquanid is a bulky water type that already has its weaknesses covered by the rest of the team. Araquanid provides sticky web support, making my offensive core even more difficult to revenge kill, as well as posing an offensive presence of its own. Araquanid provides value with its utility and typing while not being nearly as passive as many of the other bulky water types that were available. Jolteon is going to be the fastest mon on this team. A fast Volt Switch user can turn a battle on its head by gaining my team offensive momentum, at which point it becomes quite possible to simply steamroll my opponent. Jolteon's electric immunity also gives it good synergy with my two existing defensive Pokemon, both of which resist the ground. Whimsicott closes the speed gap between Gallade and Weavile, provides momentum in U-turn and Memento, and can serve as additional speed control. It's also a fairy and grass type defogger, which when combined with Skarmory, Skarmory and my next pickup makes it very difficult for my opponents to prevent me from removing hazards by virtue of type synergy. Volcanion joins the team as one of my tier 2 pickups. This unique Pokemon gives me some special breaking power that I was previously lacking, as well as a water immunity. Volcanion is my third defogger and has good defensive synergy with my other defoggers in Skarmory and Whimsicott. My second tier 2 pick is Cresselia. Cresselia grants me the ever so coveted bulky Psychic type role, as well as filling an important speed tier. Cresselia is incredibly hard to break on its own, but with mons like Weavile removing the mons that can threaten it, Cresselia becomes a massive nuisance for my opponents. Cresselia provides a lot of utility, such as Lunar Dance and Trick Room, as well as the ability to set up on its own with Calm Mind and a surprising array of coverage moves. My only tier 4 pick of the draft is the mascot Diancie. Diancie is another Trick Room setter that can turn slow breakers such as Araquanid and Volcanion into fearsome sweepers, as well as punishing any counterplay to Sticky Web. Diancie is another Stealth Rocker, giving me Fairy Dragon Steel Stealth Rock core alongside Skarmory and Garchomp. With base 100 attack and special attack, Diancie is no slouch offensively either. Rounding out my draft, we have my tier 5 picks. First up is Sandslash. Sandslash is my 3rd electric immunity, 4th stealth rocker, and an additional hazard remover. Sandslash actually provides a very useful speed tier to the team, as well as having a bit of offensive presence, especially when it's sand. The final mon on the Montreal Canadienses for CPL Minors Season 1 is Oricorio. Drafting Oricorio gives me access to all its forms, meaning that in addition to U-Turn and Defog support, Oricorio can also be a spin blocker or a mon to aid my Psychic, Fire, or Electric spam. Oricorio will take the remaining Z-Crystal points on my team, allowing it to throw off supersonic Sky Strikes off of Hurricane. Not bad for a tier 5. And that's the team. Let's take a moment to hear what the analysts have to say. Volcanion is a great pickup. It's Dax's premier Fire-type breaker and will never get benched in favor of a different Fire-type breaker because he doesn't have one. I'm so glad Dax picked up some good tier 5 removers and not Kamala. That bitch-ass log fucker serves no purpose on this draft, or any draft for that matter. Tanglei's cool. It's a shame no one drafted it. But Whimsicott does everything Tangela does. Knock off Grass-type Pivot. And it's one of Dax's 5 hazard removers. That's gonna be it for this video, you guys. Please let me know what you think of the team in the comments below, how you think the Canadienses are gonna do. Is it our time? Are we going to get this trophy, get this bread? Only time will tell. But in the meantime, you guys can go ahead and subscribe, retweet, and leave a like. But until next time, later guys.